We are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. Since last video, there's been a lot of changes on the island. First of all, I've gotten a ton of recipes off camera that we are going to go ahead and redeem. If we take a look at recipes, these are all recipes all the way up to crispy flesh. So we are working on crispy flesh right now because it is a expensive recipe. It's like 300,000 per page, the ones I purchased. So right here alone is at least 1.2 million. But we're going to be working on a lot of other things in today's video. I want to get coal fuel going, and I want to get a lot of other things going. I don't really know, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, we're gonna redeem all these recipes. Let's go ahead, redeem these. And then we do have a bamboo recipe and a sugarcane recipe we'll also be redeeming, since that is a wise idea. And then we also have a ton of limit increases for our linked ender chests that we are going to go ahead and claim these, because we are going to need these for the linked ender chest for when we start automating things. It's gonna be very useful. And another thing I've been doing is actually doing regular adventure now, and I managed to make my set somewhat decent. As you can see right here, it is somewhat decent, and the axe is all right. Definitely not maxed out on boss slayer, which I do want to get eventually. And then we got a battle pig level 60, which increases more damage for a duration of 1 minute every 5 minutes, which is really good. We got all sorts of good stuff going. I did fail a ton of enchants though. I failed like 3 enchants in a row, all at around 8 to 10%, because one of them was a 10% because I forgot my lucky mask, and then the other two were 8% and they both failed. So if I do eventually find a enchant for enlightened or enlightened, I think it is, I don't really know how to say it, and then last stand, we need to get those again. We are missing those 2 gems because they failed, and I failed 2 of the enlightened ones, which is actually really sad. But yeah, we do have a decent set that we can run middle of adventure with now, so that is really good. And one other thing I want to mention, there's no staircase here because I can fly now. If you look in /skills, I have 4 into PvE and all the skills for island done. I've been buying a lot of skill tokens. I've been doing a lot of off-camera things, and we have a crafting bot now and a smelting bot that I purchased, and I mean a ton of coal nodes. We have a full rotation now, which is amazing. From what I recall last map, I only had 3 full rotations, so we're gonna try and get that at some point, but for now we're not really focusing on that. And we're also going to turn off this mining bot because we are going to go ahead and start working on the new changes. And that is going to be setting up coal fuel. We need to figure that out. So we go along like this and then like that. And there we go. We got the main part of the bridge. Now we need the logs. There we go. We got some of that. And we need fences, sticks. We need to build this bridge up really quick. And I think I built it somewhat like this. Like I built it like that because the logs face a weird way. Okay, fences are acquired and now we put them down. And boom, we need lanterns. The lanterns are the most expensive part about this bridge, honestly. The wood is expensive, but I could make multiple bridges with the wood. Either way, it is what it is. We got our lanterns, perfect. So now we need dirt and grass, which is going to cost a decent bit of money as well. We'll just buy dirt and then let the grass grow over time, I think is what I usually do. We're also going to get rid of this cobblestone, the ring, because we don't really need that anymore. I guess I kind of have an understanding of how big our island is and where to figure things out now from there, so we won't really be needing that. All right, there we go. We're done. So we'll put grass here and then we'll put a grass in this corner. And now we're just going to wait for it to grass up, I guess. We'll start getting rid of this cobblestone slab area. Eventually, we're going to expand this island into 4 chunks, as I said in a previous video. So right now, we're just going to keep it how it is, but we will expand it in the future. So while we're at it and waiting for the grass to grow, and we'll buy some too, but for the time being, we're going to grab all these fuel nodes and we'll probably buy some off players if we can, or from the shop if we can at a good price. Never mind, they're 25,000 per. We can actually get them for pretty cheap now that I'm thinking about it. We can get like a few stacks or 2 actually is what we'll get. And then we'll have all these fuel nodes and that'll probably last us the map. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of these chests and we'll keep the hoppers because we're going to need them. So what you want to do with fuel is you have 30. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there you go. That's 10 there. And then you go at about this much and then you have a total of 30. And then he's going to be placed here, which has a radius of 4 blocks this direction. And then your next spot, you want it to actually be 2 blocks away for the coal, because the coal is also going to be in some sort of similar pattern. And if there's a 2-block gap, then they won't interfere with each other. So you want to have it that way. But we'll go ahead, grab out some of this coal fuel nodes, and we'll copy the same thing, but we only need 27 because it says on the auto mining thing, it takes 27. And for player and auto mining, this takes 30. 30, so we got to remove 3 from this part. So we go out 25, and then we put 2 here, and there we go. We have a full rotation for coal. We're gonna also have spare coal nodes, so that is really good. Now we're gonna need a mining bot from my PV, I think 3. No, it's PV2. So we put that one there, and I just realized we need to break these again. You need hoppers, and we're gonna use a hopper system for the fuel. So the thing is, there's gonna be a new layer on top of this part here. So like, if I were to set an example here, we're gonna have a new layer go up this high. So you wanna have hoppers going up, and then the next spot will be right under here. Pretty simple, and we'll just do that for both of these. So we need 2 hoppers, which is quite pricey. I could have bought them off AH, but it is what it is. The one issue we're gonna be having is link chests, which are quite pricey right now. They're like $1 million per, so I'm gonna have to get these like later down the road in this video. They are like the most pricey component in this entire thing, so it is what it is though. Because yeah, we would put a link chest here and one here, and the fuel would be fueling back into all these. It's just a whole story that we have to go through. So for the meantime, we're gonna be using 2 collection chests to make this work, and I don't even think we can make coal fuel now that I'm thinking about it. We'll just make like coal for the time being and use that for glow berries. What's limiting us is the link chest, so I'm gonna have to get a lot of those over time. So in this chest, we're gonna have it only pick up fuel, and then this chest is also gonna be picking up fuel. So let's set this to fuel, and then we're gonna go ahead, start putting you in and see where it goes to first. Okay, so it goes to this guy first. That's a good sign, because we don't want it to go to this one first. We want it to fill the fuel mining guy. So now we fill all this with the extra fuel that I have, and eventually it's going to fill up to the brim, as you can see, and then it'll start going into this one and like starting this guy. Pretty simple. So for collection, I think we're gonna swap this around for the time being, because yeah, I'm realizing we can't even make coal fuel right yet. So we'll make it like this, and we're gonna have collection going down this way, I think is the idea I want to go with for the straight up coal, and then we'll just sell it for money, because that's our best option right now until we get like, I think 5 or something link chests, something along the lines. So we need more hoppers. Are there cheaper ones on AH? There's definitely cheaper ones. They are pricey still, but it saves me money, so I'm gonna buy these ones, and then I won't have to buy more for a while. We're gonna put a hopper feeding into this way, and then we put a chest going here and here, and then we repeat the process, I think. So one goes here, and then we put this back here. Perfect. Put down the mining bot, and we're good to go. So we're not gonna be making coal fuel right yet. All we can make is coal, it turns out, but if I do manage to get all the link chests in this video, we will. It's just a matter of if I can, so I don't really know. We're just gonna have to wait and see, of course. We're going to go ahead, get some more chests, and I think we'll go down to like this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put this down, and then we put 4 more hoppers, and perfect. We got a total of 6 chests. That should be good. We'll put the hoppers in PV2 for the time being. So how much is iron fuel? It's pretty cheap. We're gonna buy a stack, and we're gonna jumpstart this, so then it can start making some coal for the time being, and then we'll wait on this to fill up, of course. One thing is the fuel is not gonna keep up with the coal once this iron is gone, the iron fuel. So we're gonna buy another bot. 250,000 for another bot, and then we set up more fuel nodes. So we go along here, and we're gonna add in another layer of fuel nodes. And to jumpstart this one, we're gonna buy some more iron fuel, just so we can jumpstart this all and get it all backlogged and whatnot. But even with a hopper facing this way, it can still fuel into here, which is actually kind of cool that it does that. As you can see, it just did it right there. But now we're gonna be getting even more fuel going into here, which eventually will go into here, and make sure this runs continuously, which is perfect. So what I'm gonna do is try and get a decent bit of money for link chests and buy some link chests, get some from adventures, all sorts of things, and then I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So to give a rundown on how I have 5 link chests, I'm gonna give a rundown. I did do some realms on my main account and then on my alt, or 2 of my alts I should say, but on my main account I got enough points for a boots piece, so I went ahead and sold the boots that I got because it was a good pull. So I got 2.3 million for these boots, which was really good. So then I bought linked ender chests, which pretty much was almost all the money just for 2 of those. But either way, we have 5 of these, and I don't know if it's enough, but we're definitely gonna test it out. And we may need some channel increase limits. if I search up blue, we're gonna buy this one, the 4+. So we're gonna claim that because it's the best deal. And then we'll get another blue, which is a 2, which is not a great deal, but I'll still take it. And then I also got another one for 125k, but it only gave me 2 slots, which is all right. So now what we're going to do is start picking these up, and we're gonna swap these around. So we go up around 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're gonna have a blue link chest right here. This is our fuel channel specifically for fuel. Even though we probably didn't need many increases on it, it's whatever. We might as well have some in case we swap the channels around. But we actually need to pick this up because it doesn't let us place hoppers on the top. But we're going to go ahead and set up a hopper system on this whole thing. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, which I don't even have money for. This is unfortunate. I guess we don't really need the full thing right now, but I'll do one of them. Because basically we're trying to make it so there's like double chests picking this up, but it's whatever. Now I need a regular chest because this is where a super duper cool trick comes into play that I learned last map from one of my viewers. You put a regular chest here so you can get extra stuff going through this side, and then you put a collection chest like that, and boom, now you edit this chest to have fuel picking up. We pick up fuel and we put it all in here, and it's only gonna fill up to this point where my cursor is. That's the only point it's going to fill up to. And this is also supposed to be facing down. I don't know why it's facing to the side. It's supposed to be down. And then right here is going to be our blue link channel for regular fuel. But now that I'm thinking about it, I want to make the fuel channel just a green channel, because the thing is we don't want to be wasting the easiest one possible in the most amount of slots we have. The blue is the easiest to obtain, so I should probably make sure I'm using these properly. So blue will be for something different in the future. For now, we're going to use green. So now we go to this spot and we put the green channel, and this is going to put fuel into here. So now we set this channel to green, and then this should start filling with regular fuel over time. And I don't know how well this is going to keep up. We'll have to figure out in a while. I'm definitely going to get another mining bot going for the fuel nodes, because I remember I needed at least 3. I had 3 running last map at all times, just to make sure everything was working properly. So the first thing we need to do is grab out our crafter, and I want to build this just so it's like in a good spot, I guess. So we face the bot this way, place it down, or actually no, I need to make this a hopper first. All right, there we go, hopper. And then we put a link chest feeding into our white channel, which I have to be over here to place it. There we go, white channel. And the white channel is infinite, so you want to use this for your best fuel possible. So you may have to change it over time, but it is for your best fuel. That is the purpose of white channel, nothing else. And just make sure that is the purpose. Now we're gonna set the crafting recipe to the coal fuel, and we're gonna set up the sides of this. So we put one here and one here of hoppers, put a hopper on the top. So I think I have a better solution. We're gonna just make this the blue channel right here, or I mean the green. The thing is, if we have too many hoppers feeding into there, it's just gotta fill them all up, and I don't want to do that. Or rather, it fill up pretty much instantly. So now this will fill up, and then this will get overflown, and then we'll have another collection chest going into, I believe, this side, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I want to test a theory. Which way does this go? So if I were to grab, let's say, a stack of this fuel here, I want to test which way it goes first. So we put it in, it goes to the bottom first. Okay, and that's into the crafting bot. I got it. I'm just trying to figure out a solution to where we don't have to get another link chest, because I don't want to spend a ton of money into this. I want to optimize it. Wait a minute, I think I have a better idea. Okay, so if I feed it this way, and then we went ahead, had fuel in here, what would it do? Would it take from it? Oh, it does. Okay. So it eventually does take from it. Okay, this is our solution. So I put down the link chest. We just want it to fuel up this whole thing and then have fuel in here. So we're going to wait for that to stock up. And then we technically need coal to be picked up right here, which I have a better idea to make this process a little bit sped up. We just need a chest in case our coal is overflown or whatever. So put a collection chest down, and we're going to set this to coal. So now all coal should be going into here, and we should be getting coal fuel. There we go. We did it. Let's go. We got our coal fuel system going. We could definitely put this into one of these or get another link chest eventually. It really comes down to if I want to do that or not. So I'm going to put some coal in here to quick start this up a little bit. Just some regular old coal. So the fuel's not getting in fast enough. enough, and I have a solution for this. We swap everything out with alternative items. So we swap this with grass, so now it doesn't interfere with the dirt, and then we repeat the process on all of this, and then we put the fuel in certain areas. That's pretty much it. So now we go to here and we put grass, make sure this is all situated, but you can see it's already stocking up already again. So we'll put all the fuel in here. Okay, it seems to be stocking up, so we are definitely in a good sign right here. So put all that in, and if we make it to a full double chest of this and where it's overflowing down here, we've definitely succeeded on making coal fuel. The only issue with the link chest situation we have going on here is we need one more to even set up like a harvester bot or anything, which I do want to set up today as well. So I think I'm gonna come back once I have more money and whatnot, so we can actually build some sort of harvester system for glowberries, because I really want to do that. So I think I'm gonna come back once I have that situated, and I'll give an update on the fuel system once I am done as well. So I'll be right back. So I have managed to do a lot of different things on the island, including getting the fuel system working 100%. Quite literally, you can see there's fuel just stocking up in here, so we aren't even using it, and we need to get a harvester going for some glowberries. At least some sort of temporary harvester would be nice. And I also did change how I laid out the current setup for the fuel and all the nodes in general. If we turn on our chunks, you can see it's still in the chunk as well, but basically I compacted it more to where it actually uses 2 less hoppers every layer. Instead of 3, it uses 2. So then you save money when trying to start building this. So that's around 50k saved for these 3 layers here. It's just the subtle changes that can help early game. So for the future, this kind of format will be what I'll be using for the nodes. One thing I've also been neglecting this whole video, which was kind of a mistake, was getting carrots going. I wanted to get some carrots down so I could start farming those and making XP. And we're also island level 8 now, which is really nice. Slowly getting to level 9. We're gonna go ahead, buy a stack of dirt, and we'll go up about, I think here will be good enough, because yeah, we need enough room to actually fly in here. So yeah, this is the height we need. So we need to go ahead, situate this area for the carrots, and then we're gonna need, I believe, some slabs and glowstone, or I mean, sea lanterns. Now we're going to buy 2 slabs, and we'll put one here, and then break that one, and put this one there. We're gonna grab the water bucket, put the water in there, perfect, refill it, and then put it back. So let's go ahead, grab out our hoe, and we'll start tilling this all. I also did get an extra collection chest that's collecting even more fuel now. We're gonna have 3, as I mentioned previously, I think in the video. We're gonna have 3 of these collecting fuel at all times, because I had this in last map as well. So it's definitely worth it to build something like that, because it helps keep up with the fuel flow into that link chest to keep pushing out fuel into the system. It's really useful to do that. Also, I got a enlightened gem applied to my set now, and we're slowly working towards maxing our set. We're not there yet, but we'll get there eventually. Also, we need lights. I forgot about that. And I think we go up about this tall, and then yeah, I think we break it there. Yep, that is the correct height. So 1, 2, 3, and then we break that, put that there. All right, we put one more down, and there we go. We're done. So now we can make sure we place all these carrots down properly, because they could have despawned in that time that we were placing them, but it's daytime, so we're instantly fine just because of that. And I'm noticing we definitely have enough carrots to fill this full thing, and I can sell the rest of these. We'll go ahead and put 21 on AH. How much are carrots anyways? So they're roughly around 20 to 15k in that ballpark, so I'm gonna do 15k for 21. That should be 315 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 315. Eventually someone will buy those, which is really good. And really quickly, I'm gonna put some items on AH. There's no simple candies on AH, but I'm gonna do 50,000 because they seem to be very uncommon or not really put on AH often, and it is good money if I sell those. So I got the elite on there as well, and then uncommon we'll do 35k. I did manage to also get the crispy flesh recipe done, so we're gonna claim that. There we go. We're slowly gonna be done leftovers. The pages are becoming pricey, so right now I'm just waiting until they go down to under 100,000, if they even do. In the next day, if they don't, then I probably won't be waiting on that anymore, and I'll just buy them at whatever price they're at, really, because I got these all for like under 100k. So I got glowberries, and we're gonna use this coal fuel now into a system I want to make. The system is pretty simple. We're just gonna grab, I think, 2 more hoppers, and I have 2 extra here. And we got the link chest, the harvester bot, and someone bought the carrots. Perfect. We got money. So I just realized we don't even need water or tilled land. I was thinking we were doing a whole different type of crop. We're doing glowberries. I'm just so quick with this. I'm not even knowing what I'm doing. So we put some dirt going along here, and I think I'm gonna put some grass in the middle just so it can eventually alter into grass. So what we do is we put the glowberries underneath this, let them grow. So I noticed an issue also. You don't put a block, you make a hole there, so then it turns around. But either way, we'll go ahead, put all this fuel in. But you can see it's definitely going back and forth, as you can see. But either way, this is how you make a glowberry farm. And to make sure the fuel is consistent, you use hoppers. It's quite pricey, but it's worth it if you're only using coal fuel. So definitely do this if you're only using coal fuel. When you get to higher fuels, you don't really need this line of hoppers. It's not as necessary. I believe it's iron or copper fuel is when you don't need this line. So yeah. So the biggest issue I'm gonna have here is collection. We don't have any collection chests besides this one, which I might just put here for the time being. That might have to be our solution because we don't really have a spare one. And then once I get a spare one, I'll put it here. So we're gonna replace this. As you can see, glowberries, it goes one way and then the other way, and then it's harvested. So it should harvest this and drop. There we go. And now we need a storage system. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be insane. So the thing with the collection system, you need a lot of hoppers. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, that's just kind of how it works. Unless you have an auto sell bot, but I don't have one of those, so that's what we gotta deal with. We need some chests, so we'll go ahead and grab 4 more, and then we're gonna make this collection system. We're gonna make it 8 tall, and then we should be situated once I put the hoppers down and the collection chest, picking up glowberries. All right, put this down, collect farming, glowberries. Okay, so all the ones starting from now should be collecting. Let's take a look. Okay, that one collected, and now we're gonna go ahead, take a look. Okay, yeah, it's definitely putting it down here. I don't know if I'll do this on camera. I might do it off camera where I just set up another coal system, like maybe one here, and then farm just like one coal node occasionally, or a few of them, and collect it in here as well. And then I can manually craft all this and make even more money just from AFK overnight. I think I might do something along the lines. I'm not too sure. Or I could do an auto crafter, which is not a bad idea as well. For now, we're just gonna keep it as a simple glowberry farm because I can't really do other types of farms because we don't have a lot of money to work with. But there we go. We got a lot of things situated in today's video. We got automation going, and we got a simple little farm, a temporary farm for glowberries. But thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.